Hey, how's it going? I'm Natalia, mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the twin flame energies for the first week of September. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It means so much to me. And with that, let's get started. What is going on for the twin flames in the first week of September? All right. Okay, so I feel like the divine masculine is feeling secure or insecure about their physical home. Oh, okay, so it's 50-50. So half of the divine masculines at this time are really secure in this connection, in where they live, in their job security, in their finances. Something is making the divine masculine feel very secure, and like they're going to be secure. And then half of them are, oh, okay. Okay, so half of them are on their way to security. Like they can see security coming in to their home situation, their career situation, or their relationship situation. And the other half are kind of feeling doubt. So this is an indication of different waves. So at this point, I have a lot of different twin flames watching this reading. And so there are newcomers to the journey where you will have, a lot of the spiritual work to go through, the inner work to go through. And then we have the twin flames that have been on this journey for a while that may still have more spiritual work to go through depending on if you completed it or not. And then we have the twin flames that are coming into union. And so this is why I'm getting, on like a global scale, the twin flame collective are kind of splitting off at this point. There's the energies are very similar, but in the physical, when it comes to physical union, almost half of the twin flames are ready to come into union, and therefore the masculine is feeling really reassured, really confident that the progression that they're making is going to lead to stability, security in more than one thing. So it's going to be in a relationship and finances and career and family, friend situation, and where they're physically deciding to relocate to, or big decisions like remodeling your home or buying a car or, having a child. The divine masculines are secure and feeling like these things are unfolding in their life, and they can see it happening. They can see the steps. They are taking those steps. They are in the process of manifestation. So a lot of twin flames are already in the manifestation of their physical union, in the process. It's unfolding. Manifestation like this takes weeks or months to fully unfold. So if you've been hearing and feeling that you are having physical union, you are in physical union, it is unfolding for you, and it might happen in steps. It happens way before you even meet your twin flame in the physical, and much after too. A lot of twin flames probably are knowing at this time that a lot of the work begins when you come into physical union with your twin flame, So we do have a lot of twin flames kind of feeling this kind of back and forth pull, definitely energetically, because of the back and forth of the masculine in the physical at this time. They're actually physically thinking about coming to you or doubting themselves, going back and forth. You're going to feel this tug really, really strongly, because that's how close the masculine is to actually approaching the divine feminine at this time. It's like right here. right in front of their face. It's that close. The energetic pull is that much more stronger and that much more confusing because it's so close. It's one step away. One step away from physical union. So it's like, if they take that step, physical union is happening. If they don't, they're going to go back to doing some spiritual work. So that's where a lot of twin flames are. Okay, so how is the masculine feeling about the feminine? Okay, see? The Knight of Cups coming to the Divine Feminine with a romantic offer, with an offer filled with love, with unconditional love, with a lot of good positive energy behind it. This is the physical offer that twin flames have been thinking about and talking about forever. This is it. And yeah, it's heavy on the masculine's heart right now. Wow. September is going to be a very crazy month for twin flames. Physical union is literally unfolding for so many twin flames, and it starts in September for a lot of you. Literally, Spirit is saying like almost half. If you check out my extended September reading, I like go into every week, and it's so crazy intense, the energies for twin flames in every week. So much going on, and it's like, it's really detailed. So there's a lot of information there. There's a lot going on behind the scenes and in the physical. The 10 of Wands. Okay, and it fell on the union space. Yeah, it's like Divine Masculines have done the work of this past cycle. They need to unburden themselves of this responsibility. You know, it is tough for you, Divine Masculines, because you have the responsibility to come to the Divine Feminine in the physical, and that's a huge burden to bear. And even if you've done all the work and you've, you know, done everything that you needed to do, it's a lot of pressure on you, Divine Masculine. And it's like, it's something that the Divine Feminine might think they know, but they can't, because the Divine Masculine is the one who is going to make the first move. And even if you guys have spoken with each other, you know, one person reached out for the first time, the other person didn't respond and ghosted, whatever the situation is, when twin flames are ready and primed for physical union, the Divine Masculine will come to the Divine Feminine, but with more than just their human bodies, with the full force of the divine behind them. So it will be better than meeting for the first time. It will be like meeting for the last time. Oh wow. Okay. Divine Feminines, how are you feeling this week? Oh my goodness. The King of Cups. The King of Cups filled with love. Filled with your love for your Divine Masculines and your Divine Masculine's love for you, because you are getting that energy back. You are feeling that love back. You are seeing and feeling and knowing that this love is balanced, is equal, and that they're on the same page. It is overwhelming, the amount of love here. The Knight and King of Cups. And I hit this, the World card. The World card. I mean, I feel like the Divine Feminines are, I mean, we said this for the last like 2 or 3 weeks now, where the Divine Feminine is feeling the Divine Masculine's energy and feeling this really like push and pull. Like, are they coming? Like, I feel like they're coming. Then why aren't they here in the physical? I feel like they're going to text me. I feel like they're going to call me. I feel like, you know, they're going to show up on my front doorstep, and like feeling like, what is this? You know, maybe energetically seeing them and getting visitations from them, having them show up in your dreams, or having so many signs of synchronicities. And it's just like, what's going on? I know Divine Feminine is like, this has been happening for the last like few weeks or so, and you can see like these energies, they don't just happen in 1 week. Like, no, they happen over like a month and a half. Like, you can see if you follow my readings that the energies move gradually. There's some things that happen like, you know, right away within a few days or within a few weeks, but generally these energies flow over weeks and months. And that's why it's coming to a head now, Divine Feminines. You're feeling this energy of them wanting to reach out, and that they should be right in front of you at this moment, any moment now, stronger. It is probably going to be the strongest that you felt it in the past few weeks. And I don't know, in the weeks to come. I'm trying to think back to my September extended. Yeah. This is the where you're gonna feel that your Divine Masculine is gonna show up at any second, the strongest. And then September is so crazy. If you haven't seen the extended, like, I'm not just saying this because it's my extended twin flame reading, but it's really detailed, and it goes into like the back and forth and the chaotic energies of September, and how your physical lives are crashing into each other at this time, and the effects of it, and how it plays out in the physical. Yeah, Divine Feminines, you're feeling this kind of like things are completing, things are being fulfilled, things are coming full circle, like so powerfully right now. Okay, so what is the Divine Masculine thinking when they think about their Divine Feminines? What is the Divine Masculine thinking when they think about the Divine Feminines in this first week of September? Okay. Alright, so we have the Six of Pentacles, and that is offering something to the Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have a love-filled offer and then offering something. So the Divine Masculines want to offer something with a little bit more love behind it, a little bit more affection, with a lot of emotion behind it. But, you know, in their thoughts, they're like, at least offer something. At least give them some sort of hint, some sort of clue. And oh my goodness, I just got that they don't, they want to offer something in a way that they don't expect anything back. You know how twin flames, you've been told so many times by so many people that you want to only extend, you know, communication or your affection or your feelings to your Divine Masculines or to your Divine Feminines, to your twin flame, only if you can do it without expectations, without expecting them to respond back or respond back to you quickly or in the way that you want them to. So it's kind of like that, but with the physical offer. The Divine Masculines are feeling like, I will offer them this in the physical, and I will make sure that I don't put any expectations on it. They're at that level too, where they can offer you something in the physical without expecting anything back. You know, if they don't accept that offer, then I have to be okay with it. If they don't respond back to my offer, I can be okay with that. If they don't want to communicate with me right away or at all, I have to be okay with that. So they're kind of feeling like, you know, at least give them a hint or clue of what I want to offer, if not the full, you know, romantic backed, emotion backed offer. And so they're like kind of like in this kind of position where they're thinking like, you know, do I test the waters and give them a little bit of something, and if they, you know, which is better than nothing, or should I fully go for it, you know? Wow. Okay, so they are taking small positive steps towards union at this time. So their progress has not stopped. It's been ongoing for a while now. They've been positively taking steps in the physical to come to physical union, or come to better physical union. The thing is that they don't know the like 7th, 8th, and 9th step to come into physical union. They only know what's in front of them, and I feel like this is divine's work to only give them how much they need to know and how much they need to do in the physical to get to, you know, the first few steps, like the first step, and then like the next step, and then the next step. I feel like for some reason the divine is keeping the last steps 7, 8, and 9, and the last step 10, which is physical union, for later or something. But the divine masculines know that they have been making progress, taking steps towards physical union. It's just that they haven't been shown what the later steps will be. So they've been making progress, but they don't know what steps they'll have to take in a week or two from now, or in October, or later this year. They can only see what they have to do today, tomorrow, this week. And so they know they're making progress as each week goes by. And that's why I keep saying, like, September, it's like on a weekly basis, things are happening in the physical for twin flames. I'm going to shamelessly promote my extended twin flame reading for September. Again, the link in the description. And just because it, like, literally, you can see it all in a row the whole month, each week by week, where the twin flame journey and physical union is going, and how, like, chaotic it is. Seriously. Okay, the divine feminine. What are you thinking about when you think about the twin flame journey and the masculine? The 5 of Wands. Wow. Like the divine masculines. Except for the divine feminines, your 5 of Wands is upright. It's kind of uncomfortable, these steps that you have to take. They're small things, you know. It might be like things that you don't want to do in the physical. Maybe you have to, you know, clean your home, clean out your closet, do some moving and packing. Maybe you have to go to your doctor's appointments, or get everything checked out. You might have to do some, like, yard work, or, you know, make sure you do that car repair or that home repair, or, you know, if you haven't talked to some friends or families for a while, you have to upkeep the relationship. Whatever it is, like, it's something that is related to the twin flame journey. It's something that, like, it's like, okay. I've been putting that off for a while. And a lot of twin flames don't think that these things are related, but they are. Sometimes just finishing that home remodel, or, you know, fixing that broken pipe, or, you know, putting on some winter tires that you've been holding off doing for a long time, or, you know, helping out your sister or brother that's been, like, you know, waiting for you to come by and help them with this, like, project or whatever, or help them with their kid or something. Like, a lot of twin flames don't realize it, but something like that could be the physical steps that you need to finish in order for this physical union to come to fruition. Like, the divine masculines are taking steps in relation to the twin flame relationship. The divine feminines, your physical steps may be doing things like that, physical repairs, you know, upkeep with, you know, other relationships, and you know, doing that thing that's, like, last on your to-do list, like getting it all done, you know. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, again, the feminines, you might feel like, what does this have to do with my twin flame journey? You know, I got my big things going for me. I got my career going for me. I got my home situation, my relationships with friends and family, my health, you know, my finances, like, everything's set, everything's going well. What does this thing that has been on my to-do list for so long have to do with my twin flame journey? You know, it might be kind of difficult for some of you to kind of pull yourself away from thinking about love relationships and, you know, the twin flame journey, to focus on physical responsibilities. And for some of you, it's like pulling yourself away from, spiritual practices like meditating or listening to a lot of spiritual lectures, or, time away from self-love, self-care to do these physical things, little errands, little chores around the home in your day-to-day life, not realizing that that is your work. That is your work for the Twin Flame journey at this time, to show the universe that you're not going to let things slide by just because you're coming into physical union. Like, you will be able to keep up with everything in your life even when you come into physical union. Even the small things that is on the bottom of your to-do list that you've been ignoring for weeks. Even those things, you will get them done. You'll promise yourself that you will keep working on yourselves and just keep improving yourself. Keep working on your self-mastery even when you come into physical union. Even these small things that are annoying to do. Okay, Divine Masculine's physical action space. Where's the Divine Feminine at this time? Divine Masculine's physical action space. Okay, wow. The Devil card, sideways. Interesting. Okay, so I'm getting that the Divine Masculines are, really, really close. Okay, I'm getting again, like, it's 50-50, so I'm guessing that, like, about half of you are coming into union, and about half of you are close, but it might kind of, touch base a little bit and then go into separation, or might come close to union and might separate for doing more inner work, more spiritual work. But I'm getting that, the Divine Masculines are really close to physical union. They want to take a risk. So those Divine Masculines that are thinking like, hey, I want to offer them something which is better than nothing, even if it's not the full kind of romantic, love-based, emotion-based offer that I want to offer, I need to give them some sort of a hint, some sort of a clue. I need to reach out. I need to talk to them. I need to give them the ideas that I've been thinking about. They will take a risk, and they will go for it. And then the other half, I feel like, will... Okay, I'm going to pull cards for both. The Divine Masculines that will come into physical union, and the Divine Masculines that might just barely skim it this season. Okay, so the Divine Masculines that are coming into physical union, or at least starting the physical union in the physical, are, wow, 2 sevens here, 7 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. These are both receptive elements. All right, so the Divine Masculines that are coming into physical union, they are so sure that there's a deeper connection, like a spiritual one, like a soulmate one, if they don't know the Twin Flame title, that they're meant to be with you, that they're meant to at least come in contact with you and, talk about certain things, maybe spiritual things, or maybe just about life. That's how they're feeling. They're feeling like, I need to at least contact my Divine Feminine or talk to them about these spiritual things I've been thinking about, philosophical things that I've been thinking about, existential things I've been thinking about, just about life, about goals, about the direction that they're going in. So the Divine Masculines are going to reach out. They're going to reach out with a greater purpose than just the romantic love, even though they want to start with that. Their feelings are so much like, I really want to give them something a little bit romantic, a lot of it romantic. And the thoughts are like, okay, well, at least offer them something. Reach out, talk to them, share something with them, at least that. And those masculines are like, you know what? We were meant to cross paths. We were meant to talk about these things. Who better than my Twin Flame? I need to reach out to them. This is going to happen. And it might be like more gradual and subtle for I'm getting like, 30% of you at first, and then it'll go into the more deeper part of the offer that they wanted to do. And then the divine masculines that are just like barely missing the physical union this time around. Yeah, they're feeling similar, but they feel like a dark night of the soul. Wow. Yeah, the ones that are currently going through dark night of the soul, they're going to continue working on their inner work, their spiritual work, their emotional, mental work. They have work to do, and they just feel so strongly that they want to connect with you, Divine Feminine, because who else would they be able to talk to about this kind of stuff? What's going on with them emotionally, what's happened in their past that's coming up now that they want to address, their goals, are they changing their life path, questions about it, making these decisions about who they are and how they want to live. Whereas the masculines that are coming into union, and this kind of makes sense, they have gone through the dark night of the soul, and they're now ready to kind of talk to the Divine Feminine about that, but other important life things. Okay, Divine Feminine's action space towards Divine Masculine. Okay, the Divine Feminines are not saying a word. They're letting the Divine Masculine speak. They're letting the Divine Masculine come to them. They're letting the Divine Masculine take the lead. Take the action that the Divine Masculine needs to make. Wow. Yeah, the Strength card. It is tough, Divine Feminines, because sometimes like you feel your Divine Masculines and you feel like they're going through a tough time. Like I wish I could just reach out to them. Like I kind of want to say something to them. But once the Divine Masculine comes to Divine Feminine, makes this first move, brings the entourage of their spirit team behind them, all supporting this decision to come to physical union, the Divine is on board, like it's destined, it's fated, it's the right time, then everything will start unfolding very naturally, very beautifully, and very quickly, I might add. But I mentioned, like, I think a few months ago in my readings, that it's the Divine Masculine's last bit of spiritual work to come to the Divine Feminine for physical union, for the twin flames that are going to come to union and stay in union. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you resonated with this reading, please check out my extended September twin flame reading, where I go into every single week, and it's very detailed, it's very juicy, and it's really good. I'm not just saying it because it's mine, I'm just saying that it's like really goes through the energy really, really well. I'm Natalie, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace. A lot of twin flames journeys have been fast-tracked because of the Great Awakening. The Divine is sending in support troops for you. Literally, they're sending in reinforcements to just keep your energies up, because you know how you've been feeling kind of low? The two physical twin flames lives crashing into each other. It is going to be crazy. That's what September is.